garçon. He ignored me. I'm sure it was deliberate. I couldn't snatch the man's flask while he was looking. Hey, you.
What?
I'd like a cup of coffee if you don't mind.
When I finish serving this gentleman.
Right, let's talk to Grandad here.
Pardon me, but don't I know you?
Huh?
You were here the day I found the catacombs.
I was? Ah, yes. I remember you.
Yeah. Are you still in the police force?
No, not anymore. I'm a man of leisure. And what brings you back to Paris?
My girlfriend.
What it is to be young and in love. Will you share a bottle of wine with me?
Hey, listen, I'd love to, but I need to keep a clear head.
So my company isn't good enough for you.
Who's this fella here?
Have you ever heard of a Professor Oubier?
No, monsieur. I don't recall the name.
Well, apparently he's an expert on Mayan art and history.
A little out of my field of experience, monsieur. If he'd been a serial killer or a sodomite, I might have been able to help.
Un café.
Thanks. Do you know a guy called André Lobineau?
Oui. I know him. What of it?
Well, I'm supposed to meet him here. Did I miss him?
No. I have not seen him today.
Have you heard of Professor Oubier?
Oui. He married that actress, the little dachshund. They used to come here. The nutty professor and the movie star.
If Oubier's wife was a movie star, how come I never heard of her?
She was big in France. The world doesn't stop at Hollywood. Her stage name was Carol Climax. She died in suspicious circumstances.
How did Oubier's wife die?
I heard he shot her.
And got away with it?
He had a good lawyer and a watertight alibi.
Why would an eminent public figure like Oubier risk everything for murder?
He wouldn't be the first, would he? Besides, people like him always get off.
Do you know that man over there?
I should think so. He's a regular customer.
What does that guy keep pouring out of his flask?
Absinthe.
Absinthe? I thought that was highly dangerous and outlawed in France.
It is. Don't look at me, I didn't sell it to him.
Look at this. A poison dart.
Ah oui, sure.
It's the real thing. Knocked my girlfriend out cold in a matter of seconds.
Romantic. Sounds like a real close relationship you have going.
That's all.
Thank you.
Well, well, this is a surprise, Georgie.
I wouldn't normally call you, but Nico's in trouble, Andre. Deep trouble. You have to help me find her.
What? What have you dragged her into this time?
It was you that recommended Professor Oubier as an expert on Mayan art. Now his butler has kidnapped her, and he tried to kill me.
Every time she gets involved with you, there is trouble. Walking out on her was the best thing you could do.
My father was dying, damn it. I had no choice.
Well, she soon recovered once she went back to her old friends.
Drop it, Andre. Right now, Nico's in danger, and we have to work together.
So, how can I help?
Nico needed to speak to Oubier about a stone.
Oh, you mean this stone?
So that's what all the trouble's about.
Precisely. Nicole told me to guard it with my life.
Well, it's worth more than that, surely.
Oh, very funny.
What's funny is that your life really is on the line.
What are you talking about?
The stone is a Mayan artifact, dummy, and the guy who kidnapped Nico was from Central America. It was the stone they were after.
Oh my god, you mean I could be in danger too?
Right, so this is the dialogue interface as you saw for the past about 5 minutes. What we're doing, obviously, these are all different things you can talk about. This little arrow here signifies end of conversation, and these are all, so I could these are all things I can talk about. So this is the Mayan stone, the artifact. That's Professor Ubier. That'll be his butler. That's the tequila worm, and that's the pot. So obviously when you talk to different people, you get different things, and you've got to talk to them about certain things to get the storyline to advance and for them to do things. Like Andre wouldn't come until, like, I could have pressed this swirly arrow when I was talking to the old man, and Andre wouldn't have come until I've completed his and his dialogue. So first thing we can do, and the best thing to do, is just talk about everything.
What do you
really.
suppose the carving on the stone means?
I don't know. I haven't shown it to anyone.
Why don't you just give it to me?
I don't want your death on my conscience, George.
Obviously sometimes when you click on it once, it'll stay again, so there's obviously more dialogue for that particular subject.
Where did Nico get the stone?
I'm not sure I should tell you.
Oh, you should.
It was something to do with smuggling.
Obviously every time you click it, you go across like a topic on that subject. So if you click him, say if I talked to that old man about Ubier, it would ask him, does he know who Ubier is? Then that'll be it, and then I'll be able to pick again, so I can ask him, I don't know, does he know what Ubier lived, or where does he live, or what he does, and stuff like that, really. So we'll talk. Best thing to do is just work your way down, because stuff like the worm and the pot will be least important.
Why didn't Nico take the stone to Ubier?
I don't know. Perhaps she suspected something like this would happen.
If she's been hurt, Andre, I'll break every bone in your body.
No, that's typical of you. Do you think I don't care what happens to Nicole?
It occurred to me that slugs don't have bones to break, but I kept that thought to myself.
Like I said, it's there again, so I can talk to him again.
Tell me about your friend Ubier.
He's more of a professional acquaintance than a friend.
I see. So you don't really know him at all?
No, I don't.
So obviously that's it now, that's all the subject matter on Ubier gone. So he'll disappear and I can talk about his butler.
Does Ubier employ a guy from Central America?
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, that's gone now, so just talk about the tequila worm for a bit of fun.
What do you think this is, Andre?
I don't know.
I'll give you a clue. It's got more backbone than you.
You think you're amusing, don't you?
So we got this Mayan pot left.
What can you tell me about this pot?
South or Central American, I'd say. I have a friend who'd be able to tell you more.
Where can I find this guy?
He owns a gallery on the left bank. The Gliese Gallery.
See you later.
Goodbye, Georgie.
So really I could have gone straight to that Mayan pot. And
I've had enough of your games, Kala. Tell me what you've done with my stone.
I thought your business was simply smuggling cocaine, Karzak. Why are you so interested in that stone?
Either you tell me what I want to know, or Pablo here will make you talk.
Okay. Well, I figured someone at the university would be able to help. So I had a word with one of my girlfriends, and she told me her boyfriend was a lecturer. I sent the stone to the Department of Ethnology. You know, I figured it was South American, so... You're not buying this, are you?
That's enough. I don't have time to listen to your mindless prattle. We'll leave you to think it over. Come the morning, you'll be ready to talk.
yeah, with the whole dialogue option then of talking to Andre, I could have picked the pot straight away. That probably would have skipped the whole matter of talking about everything. But it's better to talk about everything because you get more of a backstory, and you can sometimes get items and stuff like that. Like I want to get that guy's flask. I can get all this stuff now. So we'll talk about his wine for now.
What's that you're drinking?
It's wine.
Well, the waiter said it's absinthe.
That fool wouldn't know Pernod from cat's piece.
Why did you leave the police?
I was forced to retire. The golden handshake. Only in my case, it was more copper than gold.
How come?
I was made a scapegoat to cover up the department's inefficiencies.
Do you miss being a gendarme?
Yes, of course I do. When I wore that uniform, I commanded respect. Not anymore.
I want to get his flask.
The man was still looking. Excuse me.
What?
Didn't you try to appeal against your dismissal?
There was no point. It was my word against that of the chief inspector. And he was a close friend of the director of the museum I was supposed to be patrolling.
I grabbed the flask and was struck by a powerful smell of absinthe, a highly potent and illegal alcoholic drink. I had no desire to go down into the sewers.
Right, so there's nowhere to go now, so I'm gonna have to keep talking to this guy.
Excuse me.
What?
Talk about Nico. No, let's keep talking about the old
Which
guy
museum
first.
was it you were supposed to be patrolling?
The croon. It wasn't as if anything important was stolen. Just a rusty old tripod.
The tripod I'd returned a few weeks later.
See that right there, that tripod was in the first game, so obviously you get extra dialogue and it'll give references to the first game and events that happened before, because obviously it's the second game, so talk to the waiter now.
You need anything else?
There was nothing I wanted to say to him.
Talk to this
Excuse
guy,
me.
What?
Ever heard of Carol Climax, the movie star?
Yes, but I don't care for the kind of movie she's made. It's smut like that which has caused the moral decline of the Western world.
Is it true that Carol Climax was murdered by her husband?
First I heard of it. I thought she just retired.
Didn't he tell us that she was murdered?
I'm
Yeah.
trying to find my girlfriend. She's been kidnapped.
Kidnapped?
Yeah, it was our first day back together after many months.
That's too bad. My God, that's depressing.
Excuse me.
Leave me alone.
That's it now. I don't really know where else we can go. We
It
can go.
was too hot to sit inside the cafe.
We can't go inside the cafe. It's like
Now I had another lead. I could either go back to Ubier's house or visit the Glee's gallery.
go to the Glee's gallery. Why not? Now
The
remember,
Glee's gallery had style and class, but very few customers.
see, this is now why I need the. See, you pick items. I got an item from that guy there because I need to pot in this guy's glass so he gets pissed and falls over and knocks something over. But talk to this girl. These girls here for now.
Hi, girls. What's the joke?
あなたはキレテですね。
Okay, fine.
Go try and talk to this man. Let's see what he has to say for himself.
Are you Mr. Glees, the owner?
Good God.